What's going on, everyone? It's time to do an action film, horror, thriller film review. So, today we're going to talk about a weird film that I'd never really heard of before this, but I found it. I had it in a DVD pack that I have in one of my collection. Today we're going to talk about the film Overlord. It was released by Paramount November 9th, 2018. It was produced by J.J. Abrams and Lindsay Weber, written by Billy Ray and Mark L. Smith, and directed by Julius Avery, who has only done a few other films like Samaritan, Son of a Gun, The Pope's Exorcist, and Jerry Can. Is that a budget of $38 million? But in the box office, it only made just over 41.7 million. So technically, that's a flop because that doesn't include marketing costs and stuff. So it was a flop. But what is Overlord? Well, during World War II, a group of ragtag American mercenaries and or airmen and stuff, I guess you could call them, like the parachute troops and stuff, are all going, and they land into this small town in the middle of combat, and they have to go and try to get to, I think, like a church or something, and they go on the mission. But then they run into this German girl who leads them to this weird hideout, and where some Nazi experiments are being performed, and they slowly realize that the Nazis are experimenting with a serum that can turn people dead into living walking dead, so like zombies, and try to use them as weapons. So they uncover this, and then they're not sure what to do with it. So it's up to this group of soldiers to either take out all of them and not get rid of it, or try to use it to their advantage. Overall, this is a good action movie. The special effects was done by Industrial Light and Magic. That's basically, I think they're owned by Disney now, but it's the company that made like all the special effects for like Star Wars, pretty much every big budget movie out there. They had a helping hand with. And so overall, like the whole war scenes and the flight scenes and stuff looks really good. The action scenes are really well done. The characters are pretty well developed in this, and they have some pretty good, strong characters. By no means is this like a die-hard horror film or even a zombie apocalypse type movie. This is an action thriller at its core, and with a little bit of like zombie horror type stuff thrown into it to make it even better. And for the most part, though, I thought the special effects, makeup, and the gore and stuff all looked really good. And for the most part, this film was really pretty entertaining. It does have quite the chill point throughout the middle, but for the most part, this film is pretty well done. The first half is really exciting and exhilarating, and then once you get to like the base where the experiments are happening and stuff, and then you meet the bad guys and stuff, it turns more into like more of like a good guy, bad guy war movie with a little bit of like Resident Evil style mutated people thrown into it. So it was kind of a little bit different through that second half, but overall I thought it was still a decent enough film. Pretty much everything's really good. It's just that it wasn't consistent. Like it wasn't just like a constant action war movie, and then all of a sudden you're watching like zombies walking around in the house, and then all of a sudden it's some weird war problems and stuff occur, and then they go back to more like the Resident Evil mutated people fighting for the climax. So it's kind of disjointed in that way. But overall, I thought this film was actually pretty good. It got a little boring and repetitive near the end, but overall, I thought it was still a decent enough film. It's definitely not one of J.J. Abrams' like best films he's produced or anything, but overall, I still thought it was decent. If you like action movies, you like zombie movies, and even just like a good tension building thriller, this one's probably be for you. And I think this film is a little underrated. So, but like I said, it is a little boring and disjointed. So, with that, I'm gonna give Overlord a 4 out of 5. It's pretty decent, and it was better than I was expecting. So, yeah. But this sounds like something you're interested in. You want to check it out? I'll either link the trailer down below, or if I can find the full film online for free, I'll link that down below as well. Also, down below is my Instagram. That's where I was supposed to clips of films and reviews in the future. All my stories usually have the film time hashtag and subject of film and a hashtag, so you're aware of it. Also, my Letterbox is down below. Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star review after watching the films. And my Twitter's down below at reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms to stay in the loop with this channel. Like this video, share it to more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below. If you have any film franchise in any genre you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below. I'll try to manage to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. And it doesn't matter what streaming service they're on, because I'll find them. And yeah, so make sure you do that. Also, make sure you subscribe. Hopefully we can find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together, somewhat like this. Also, so you hear my opinions on popular films that come out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And also, don't forget to ring that bell, because, well, I'm going to go back to reviewing another Stephen King remake, Pet Sematary. So I'll be looking into that for the next review. So hopefully it's interesting and not, well, I already know it's mediocre, but he's already seen it before. And yeah, but overall, Overlord was definitely interesting. So in that case, watch out for all those weird messed up military experiments coming and causing havoc in your towns. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.